Hey guys, so for today's video I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm thinking of having a little talk about anxiety and having a rant about one of my biggest fears. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty, hello again. So I filmed the intro to this video a few days ago and never got around to finishing it. Today I had the idea to do this video talking about anxiety while also doing my makeup because I'm going out to dinner tonight. So let's get into it. Alright, so I actually wrote notes for this video because I want to make sure I get through all of this. First off, we're going to start with priming. Alright, so I first got signs of anxiety when I was 10 years old, I think. My first panic attack, I'm pretty sure I had it the night before I went for my year 5 camp. Editing Jada here. So I did want to mention that I did have other little anxiety things when I was younger. Like I used to be really scared of the weather. If it was raining, I would feel like a hurricane was coming. If it was really windy, I would feel like a tornado was going to happen. I always thought there was going to be tsunamis or earthquakes, and I was just really scared of stuff like that. So I think my anxiety actually started way before I was 10, so yeah. And at the time, I had no idea why I had anxiety, why I was starting to get anxiety. Now, I definitely know why I get anxiety, so let's get into that. Also forgot to mention the products I'm using. So I did do moisturizer before. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's some sort of vitamin E cream. This is a brand new primer that I've started using, the Perfecta Poreless Plur Primer from Catrice Cosmetics. And the foundation I use is Rimmel London Lasting Finish with SPF. Alright, so what was I up to? So, until recently, my anxiety I really thought was based on a really irrational fear of dying. My panic attacks I would get would be mostly at nighttime. And I would just randomly think about death and get a panic attack. They used to be really, really bad, my panic attacks, until I got therapy last year, and my therapist gave me some really good tips on how to deal with my panic attacks. So I still get them, but I have a really good ways to deal with them now. So, yeah. Alright, so next I'm using the Revolution Roxy palette to contour my nose because I hate how big it is. So next note. So a few days ago, I was listening to The Beach, the instrumental version in particular, and it got me thinking. I really love that song because it, the instrumental version in particular really makes me think about life and how we're not gonna live forever and to make the most out of it. So it makes me happy and sad at the same time. And while listening to that song, I actually began to realize that my anxiety isn't really rooted around just I don't know how to put this, not rooted around dying in general. I think it's really rooted in dying before I've had the chance to live life to the fullest, live life in general. And yeah, I'm gonna pause for a bit because I'm too busy focusing on my contour. I've also put my translucent powder on the LA Girl Pro powder, and I've also blended out my DB Cosmetics Glow This Way in the color Beige Concealer just here. So next, where is it? I'm losing everything on my bed. I put, to make my nose more button shaped, a little line about here. Alright, back to my anxiety rant. So what I was talking about before, I realized that my anxiety is more based around dying before I've had the chance to live. Like before I've fallen in love and traveled the world and had kids, you know, stuff like that. Because there's been a few kids from my high school that had passed away, and it really made me think, like, I really don't want to die young before I've had the chance to live. So yeah, that's really my biggest fear, and I think what my anxiety is really rooted on. So I've been avoiding making this video for the past few days because I've been like really nervous that I'm not gonna say the right things or get it across the way I want to, but I thought I would just be brave today and do it. So now I'm using my concealer again, just on my under eyes and up here to lift my face more. And I only have one more point left. So I also struggle with social anxiety. I think a lot of people can relate to this. Social anxiety, I feel, is really common in today's society. I've lost my brush, there it is. And I don't know why I have it. As a kid, I think I was actually quite outgoing. Well, not like a lot of people. I know there's like very outgoing people out there. I think I was just an introverted extrovert as a kid. But as I got older, my social anxiety got worse, especially after I started getting bullied. So I started getting bullied in year 8 by people in my class bullying me online, and that really ruined my what's the word? I don't know what word I'm looking for. My self-confidence. It really ruined my self-confidence and made me go into my shell a lot more. So I had trouble making friends, especially in high school. And now I'm going back in again with my translucent powder, just right where I did the concealer. Yeah, now I'm just gonna blend all the powder out. And I also put eyeliner on my waterline, but I'm gonna do that off camera as well. Now I'm using the Roxy palette again, but this time I'm using the highlighter, and I just highlight my nose. Then I'll also use it on my cheeks as well. And I use this Not So Clear Anymore mascara to just do my eyebrows, clean up my eyebrows. I do have a new clear mascara, so this is what it looked like when it was brand new, but now it looks like shit because of my makeup. Then I use this Delicate Daisy eyeshadow palette from DB, and I use this black shade here on my waterline just to set the eyeliner. So for lips, I use this DB Pigment Pout lip liner, the DB Lush moisturizing lipstick, and I chop and change with different lifter gloss, but today I feel like using the shade Reef. Then I'll blend out my contour and set. Then I'll do my mascara, which is the Lash Paradise primer, and then Sky High by Maybelline, and Benefit They're Real Magnet, and the Rimmel London Wonderluxe volume. So just while I wait for the setting spray to dry, I'll just finish off the last point. So yeah, after year 8, my self-confidence dropped and I had a lot of trouble making friends in high school. When I went to uni though, it was my first year of uni this year, and I have come out of my shell a lot. It's quite surprising how many friends I've made. But yeah, I went to 2 universities this year. So I went to Victoria University down in Wellington at the start of the year. And that one did not work out very well. I didn't make very many friends and I just did not feel comfortable there. So I came back home and I'm now enrolled at the Waikato University, and that's where I've made all my friends. So yeah, my social anxiety has improved a lot since starting university, which is good. And I also wanted to make one last point. I'm finished my makeup now and I'm going to go straighten my hair. But first, I did want to mention that I also struggle with body image and stuff like that. I was actually in a really good space with body image at the end of last year. I gained a lot of weight during COVID in 2020 and then I lost it last year. And then after going over to Wellington for uni, my body image, my self-body image just dropped and I hated my body all over again. I started binge eating again and I have gained weight again. So I'm not in a good space with my body image and I'm really hoping that I can fix that. And I do have a gym membership, so I'm going to be using that a lot and working on perfecting my body image and being in a body that I love. So yeah, I'm just going to go straighten my hair and then I'll end the video. Alrighty, hair's all straightened and makeup's all done. There was also one last point that I did want to make. So I just watched Matt Sturniolo's video on his anxiety and he talked about journaling. This is actually my little journaling book that I made. My therapist suggested it and I only wrote one entry in it. But it's not just an anxiety journal, it was just about like any kind of feeling that I was having and why and what I could do to improve it. And then I also added this one with all my notes in it. So I think, like Matt, I'm going to start journaling in this again because it really did make me feel better. Yeah. So I'm just going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Just want to let you guys know that you are not alone. And if you struggle with anxiety, you're not alone. I struggle too. And I hope this video helped you feel more seen. Love ya.